everybody, I'm Fox 19 Now, First Alert Meteorologist Anna DuVall here with your forecast update. Want to go ahead and start off by saying I hope everyone's having a great start to their work week here. It's a little bit of hot and humid out there if you can't tell by my hair. A lot of humidity out there today. This is what it's looking like right now across the Queen City. It looks like a beautiful day out there and it feels all right, but by the afternoon hours we're going to be getting into temperatures that are going to feel like over 100 degrees. So 81 degrees right now, a little bit of a breeze, but it's not helping all that much. There aren't really clouds out there to provide you any shade either. So, you know, not much. There are not many ways to get some relief right now. But overall, it's not too terribly bad, maybe just a little humid. This is what it's looking like out there right now. Everyone's staying dry, like I said, just a few clouds out there, but you can see we do have a few storms over in Indiana making their way towards Indianapolis. We're going to stay dry for most of the day today, though. So this is what it's looking like out there. We do have a few storm chances that roll into tomorrow and Wednesday as well. So this is what it's looking like today. Again, most people staying dry throughout the day. You saw those storms starting to move in, but weakening before they get into our area. So that's good news for us. Staying dry today. It's just going to be really hot and humid out there. If we move into tomorrow, this is Tuesday at 1 a.m., you know, nothing's going to go on at that hour, but we know 10 a.m. that's when those storms will start to move into the area. Just a few spotty showers here and there, and then those will start to clear out around 2 p.m. Mostly clear. Clouds start building in. This is when we see some rain start moving into the forecast, as well as some thunderstorms. You saw those spotty pockets here and there around 7. This is 8:30. Just a few more of those spotty pockets of some showers. Very scattered, widely scattered in nature there. This is what it's looking like as we move into 11:30 as well. Again, just a few of those heavier pockets here and there. Overall, a lot of people staying dry through the overnight hours on Tuesday, but you could experience some of these heavier downpours if, you know, you get stuck underneath one of these scattered thunderstorm chances. So that's what it's looking like around 2:30 a.m. Most people, again, staying dry into Wednesday. We can move a little bit forward here. We really don't, it doesn't go too much further, but Wednesday we're going to be seeing some of those chances of some very scattered thunderstorms moving through the area. We'll get to that in just a second. Let's focus more on today, because today is a first alert weather day, and tomorrow as well, again, for those heat index values nearing 100 degrees. And we've just been experiencing some excessive heat and humidity over the last couple of days, so we're just making sure everybody is staying hyper aware of what's going on out there, because, you know, the heat really sneaks up on you. It is the #1 weather-related killer, so we just want to make sure everyone's staying safe for today and tomorrow afternoon, because, again, those heat index values between 95 and 100 degrees or higher. So really just looking near that triple digits, and so it's going to be really hot and humid out there. I wanted to explain to you guys another time what this heat index really means. We can use heat index and feels like temperatures interchangeably. It might be easier for people to understand a feels like temperature, though. It sounds less scientific, and, you know, it's relatable. You can say, oh, it like feels hotter than blue blazes outside, although that's a little hot, but anyways. Yeah, it feels like temperature is just a measure of discomfort for an average person. And that's a combination of the temperature that is outside and the relative humidity. So if it's pretty humid, it's pretty hot, we're going to have higher heat index values. And when we get above 100 degrees, your risk of heat-related illnesses, including heat exhaustion, and heat stroke, those increase dramatically. So we're making sure everyone's staying safe over the next couple of days. Here are the temperatures out there right now: 77 in Richmond, 81 in Batesville, the airport feeling about the same, as well as Batavia there, Wilmington 75. So across the board, we're in those upper 70s to low 80s across the area. Feeling really warm already to start your day. So let's go ahead and look at our outfit of the day. If you haven't got up, headed out the door this morning, t-shirt and shorts, definitely. It's going to be hot out there. Sunglasses, you might even need some sunscreen. I do have rain jacket checked on here just because it's summertime. Those pop-up showers happen sometimes. So we just want to be just overly prepared here, and you're going to need it the next couple of days as well. So that's what we're looking like today. It's going to be a great day. If you need some relief to get in the pool, it's going to feel pretty good out there. Again, not very likely that we see rain today, so it's a great day. 81 degrees right now. That's what we just saw on our temperatures, and then 90 by noon. You can see, by 2 p.m., we'll see just a few lingering clouds out there, not a lot going on. 88 by 5 p.m. So it's a pretty chill summer day, other than the fact that it's going to be really hot out there. So again, our forecasted high for today is 90 degrees, a little bit of a northeast wind out there, sunny skies. Sunset is not till 8:29. So again, our days are getting shorter, but we're still continuing to have lots of sunshine out there and very easily warmed up by the afternoon hours. So we can look at our high temperatures across the area. So we're not just looking at Cincinnati, Harrison 90, as well as Lunken, Batavia 84. In Richmond, that's going to be our cool spot, as well as Wilmington. So a little cooler to our more northern counties there, but a lot of us seeing mid 80s, upper 80s, low 90s across the area. So we're all pretty much going to be feeling around the same thing there. So let's go ahead and take a look at our dew points, because our dew points are direct reflections on our relative humidity values. So if we look at this, we can see how humid it's going to be for the day. And again, humidity plus our temperatures, that's how we get those heat index values over the triple digits. So let's go ahead and look at this. This is not looking too terrible. We had higher yesterday when I was here, so this is not too bad. The comfortable range of some humidity for our dew points is going to be between 50 degrees and 60 degrees. So this is above that, but so we knew it was going to be humid. We knew it was going to be humid. This is going to be just a little uncomfortable out there. Definitely going to be wearing the air. You can see Lebanon, one of our agricultural hotspots. A lot of that agriculture will sweat, adding more moisture to the air, and so they get those dew point values a little bit higher, as well as seeing heat index values a little bit higher as well. So they're at 73 for their dew point, 68 in Batesville as well as Harrison, 67 at the airport, 66 in Middletown. So pretty hot and humid out there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our long-range temperature outlook for our heat indexes. This is for our Tuesday here. We can go back and see it for today. Here it is, 102 for today is what we're expecting. You can see a lot of the more central part of the U.S. here is seeing those triple-digit heat index values, very similar to us. We're still under this ridging pattern with a high-pressure system that is just continuing to give us these hot and humid conditions. For tomorrow, 102. And then as we move into Wednesday, 104. And then we're going to be back into that comfortable range, 97, 92, and then we'll start to feel better and better as we move throughout the week ahead. So that's really what we're looking at here. We can look at that here on a heat index chart as well. This might be a little bit easier for some people to digest. So Tuesday, 104. Wednesday, we're looking at 97 for that. So you can see Wednesday, here we have a cold front that's going to pass through, and you can see our heat index values will reflect that, and so will our temperatures and our humidity levels. Everything will start to drop. But then we have another cold front that's going to pass through on Sunday. Then we'll get more relief. So we do have some relief on the way. It's still going to be hot and humid, but we really don't get a whole lot of that relief until we reach about Sunday or Monday. You'll feel the relief. Sunday is when that pattern change will happen. But over the next couple of days here, you can see our temperatures are expected to be below normal. So that's good news for us. We'll start feeling a little bit cooler out there. This is past our 7-day. This is August 26th to September 1st. So expecting to be below our normal, which is about 85 for this time of year. So that's good news for anybody that's ready to get into that fall type weather here. You might be seeing that into the next couple of weeks here. So again, below normal for this time of year for next week. This is what we can expect this week in terms of rain chances, though. Very low chance today, like we mentioned. Having that rain jacket handy for the next couple of days would be good, especially Tuesday and Wednesday. Today, not so much, but again, it's never a bad thing to be prepared. So maybe an isolated shower or two today during those peak heating hours. Then on Tuesday, those become widely scattered. And then we get more scattered to almost widespread rain for our Wednesday. Thursday, they'll start tapering off. Let me backtrack for a second because I wanted to mention that Tuesday storms will linger into Wednesday early morning. And so we'll see some storms in the earlier morning as well on Wednesday. Thursday, Friday's looking dry, but then again, that cold front is going to come passing through on Sunday and bring us some more rain chances. So we can go ahead and track all of this out for you here. Just looking ahead, this is 1 a.m. on Tuesday, and you can see by 5 p.m. we're seeing some of those storms across the area, some showers as well. And then we'll have that cold front start pushing through on Wednesday here. A few stronger storms pushing through the area. Again, these are more bordering on widespread for our Wednesday. Cold front will push through. We'll have a couple days that are a little bit drier here until we reach this Sunday when we start to see this cold front again starts pushing through with storms expected as well. So that's what we showed you on that graph there, but this is just another way to look at it. So that's what we're looking like for our rain that'll push through. For our Monday, we'll start to feel a whole lot better humidity-wise. So let's go ahead and look at our muggy meter here. Like I said, not feeling too terribly bad today out there in terms of humidity, but again, it is sticky, it is muggy. The heat index values are extremely high today. So it might not look like we're up here in the tropical region again, but it's still very extremely hot out there. We'll continue to be pretty hot and humid, especially Tuesday into Wednesday as we move into the week. And then we'll start to dip off again. You can see where it's trying to show us Sunday, where we can see all of those humidity levels drop, and we'll start to feel so much cooler outside over the next couple of days. So that's what we're looking at with our humidity out there. Let's go ahead and talk about something a little bit different. I know that this isn't necessarily going to affect anyone, but I was going to go ahead and show you guys Hurricane Erin here. Still a Category 4 hurricane. Yesterday, it rapidly intensified into a Category 5 hurricane. Then it kind of got disorganized for a little while there, and it became a Category 3, but now reorganizing, still a Category 4 hurricane right now. So this is what we're looking like. It's expected to enter into some cooler waters over the next couple of days here into midweek, and then it will start to dissipate and weaken a lot more. So this is what we're looking at for Hurricane Erin. Not expected to impact anywhere on the U.S. necessarily besides those rip currents. Rip currents will be extremely dangerous over the next couple of days on the East Coast. It's making some of those waves really strong out there. So that's just something to look out for if you have any last minute vacations before, you head back to school. I know a lot of people are back in school now, but this is just another thing to look at here. And I wanted to go ahead and show a graphic I've been working on here this morning. I know that I mentioned that I'm from Alabama, if any of you didn't know. So sometimes my little Southern sayings come out, and my Mama Jan says this Southern saying a lot. So I wanted to go ahead and give you some facts on the matter here, because the Southern saying, "It's hotter than blue blazes outside," is very prevalent in the South, and I hear people say it all the time. So I just wanted to go through and show you guys what that actually means when you say that. Blue flame temperatures are between 2,552 degrees and 2,912 degrees Fahrenheit. So extremely hot. Violet flames are hotter than blue flames. So if you wanted to go one step above blue blazes, you can say violet blazes, because that one step ahead there. So we're not quite feeling that into the next couple of days here, because we're expecting 95 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's still relevant into saying it's going to be pretty hot out there. It's going to be humid as well. So definitely not getting up into the range of blue blazes, but just an interesting fact to throw out there for everyone to see. So that's a little update on that. I'll go through one more time what we're expecting with our first alert weather days here. Make sure everyone gets information on the rain that we're going to be seeing. But then we'll sign off, and I'm sure everyone's going to have a great rest of their Monday. This is what it's looking like live out there. Not very different from when we started this live stream here. 81 degrees, mostly clear skies, not a lot of clouds to give us any relief from the sun, from the heat out there. The dew point is 67, so that's pretty humid. It's going to be humid when you go out there. If you haven't heard, first alert weather days, heat index values over 100 degrees. We've been dealing with it for the last couple of days here. We almost sound like broken records at this point, but again, just trying to get the point across that the heat is very dangerous. Again, not very cloudy across the area. Most people seeing clear skies out there, but there are some showers and storms in Indiana near Lafayette, and you can see 65 there, that's where they're crossing over. So if you have any travel plans today, make sure you're being careful. A few showers and storms out there. We're staying clear. Those will stay clear of us into the afternoon hours as well. We're not expecting to see any of that rainfall today. As we move through today, this is 5 p.m. Again, staying mostly dry. A lot of those storms that are in Indiana start to dissipate as they make their way down. Again, staying dry throughout today, moving into tomorrow early morning. This is 10 a.m. Seeing a few of those showers out there. Most people staying dry. Those will push on out, and then we'll stay mostly dry again until about 5 p.m. That's when we'll see some of those showers and storms start to pop up. Very summer-like conditions here. And then those will continue into the late night hours on Tuesday. This is 9 p.m. You can see a couple of those heavier pockets here and there. A lot of people still staying dry throughout their Tuesday, but there is a chance of seeing one of these pop-up showers and storms throughout the night on Tuesday. Now, another line of storms does move through as we go into Wednesday. You can see those clouds start to really build in. That's when we start to see another cold front pass through, and this will help lower our humidity and our temperatures, and we'll start to feel way more comfortable outside. So this is what we're looking like ahead. For our first alert weather days, obviously you know today and tomorrow, first alert weather days, heat index values nearing the triple digits or over the triple digits there. And again, we've been seeing this excessive heat and humidity out there over the last couple of days. This is going to continue to be in effect from today and tomorrow as well. And our concern with this is just going to be those heat index values between 95 degrees and 100 degrees, and some people even seeing higher. So that's what we're expecting to see. I know I showed you this already, but the heat index values, that just means the measure of discomfort in an average person there. Feels like temperature, heat index values we can use interchangeably, and we just use the temperature outside and relative humidity to calculate this. Your risk of getting a heat-related illness increases dramatically when your heat index values are over 100 degrees. And again, heat is the #1 weather-related killer. So we're just making sure everyone's staying safe out there. And temperatures right now are looking like they're in the upper 70s, low 80s across the area. A lot of people experiencing the same heat. You saw a couple of those change there. Harrison 81, as well as the airport in Batesville, 83 in Lunkin and in Batavia, 75 in Wilmington. That's going to be our cooler spot for the moment here. Obviously, we're all going to be pretty hot. Here's your outfit for the day forecast. T-shirt and shorts, definitely. It's going to be really hot out there. You might even need a swimsuit if you're heading to the pool today. Sunglasses, sunscreen. You'll burn pretty quickly out there. Not a lot of clouds to shade us from anything. I have rain jacket checked just in case we see some of those pop-up summertime showers and storms. It's good to have that handy over the next couple of days because we will be seeing some showers and storms moving through the area. So, but for today, again, you might need your swimsuit out there. Get some sort of relief here. 81 degrees by noon, 2 p.m., 90 degrees. We don't have a lot of clouds out there. Like I said, not a lot of relief in terms of that. So you're going to need to find another alternative. Definitely stay in the air conditioning as long as possible. Take frequent breaks if you're doing any yard work today. I know that it's dry out there and people want to, get it done before the rain starts moving in by Wednesday, but I would definitely just hold off until we can get past Wednesday here because it's just so hot and humid and we'll feel so much better as we move into the middle part of the week ahead. But like I said, 90 degrees is our high temperature for today. Sunny skies out there, not a lot of clouds to shade us from anything. This is what we're looking like across the area. A lot of us seeing those lower 90s, but most people in those upper 80s for the rest of the time. Dew points are pretty high right now. You can see a couple of people hitting that 70-degree mark. Our comfortable range is between 50 and 60. So this is not exactly comfortable. It's pretty hot and humid out there. And this is what we're expecting over the next couple of days here. You can see 4 p.m. today, we're expecting to feel 102 degrees. 102 for our Tuesday. 104 by Wednesday, and 97 will start tapering off, 92 by Thursday. So feeling pretty hot and humid over the next several days here. We can see that in a little different format here on our bar graph. 104 for our Tuesday, 97 for Wednesday, and you can see this is where that cold front will be. We'll start to taper down. A little bit of an increase for our Saturday, but again, we have another cold front here that's going to make us feel a whole lot better coming around to Monday. So that's what we're expected to look like, and past our 7-day here, we're expected to be below normal. So this is going to feel a whole lot better for us. Here our normal is around 85 degrees. So this is going to feel a whole lot better than we're feeling right now. And again, we're expecting those rain chances to increase as we move into Wednesday. So today, very isolated chance. Then we turn to widely scattered. These will last overnight from Tuesday into Wednesday. And we'll see some scattered, almost widespread storms that day along a cold front there. And then Thursday, very low isolated chance. No chances for Friday, very slim on Saturday. Then Sunday, those chances will increase again. Again, like I said, much like what we're going to see on Wednesday with that cold front, those storms will be right in front of that cold front that will pass through later that day. So let's go ahead and look at all these fronts that I've been telling you about here. Today, again, saying mostly dry, but into Tuesday, we start to see some storms into the late night hours. This is 5 p.m., starting to see some showers out there. Here's that cold front Wednesday, early morning. You can see a few heavier pockets here and there, but again, those heavier pockets will ride along in front of that cold front. It'll pass through. We'll have some cooler temperatures, lower humidity outside staying mostly dry for our Thursday and Friday. But then as we move into Saturday, we'll start to see some scattered showers again, and then a cold front again on Sunday. This one we can see those heavier downpours right along and in front of that cold front. Once that cold front passes through though, it's going to be pretty smooth sailing. We're going to feel a whole lot better out there, feeling like the 80s. That's going to feel so much better than we're feeling right now. And you can see that on our Muggy meter too. I know I was talking to you about that comfortable range here, and that's between that 50 and 60 mark. You can see we're pretty humid right now. We'll keep a lot of humidity in the forecast for the next couple of days, but you can see after that cold front passes through, we dip down to comfortable in some points of the day, and then another cold front will pass going into Sunday. We can almost see that here on our chart. Not quite there yet. We could see it in a couple days. As we progress through our days here, we'll be able to see Sunday and Monday, and those will be way more comfortable than we're feeling right now. So that's my little basic overview on what's going on out there in the world the next couple of days here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the 7-day so we can see it put all together for everyone, and then I'll let you guys go. Have a great lunch, a great rest of your day. This is what it's looking like out there for the next 3 days. Sunny today. Like I said, a very slim isolated shower chance today, 90 degrees. You see 91 tomorrow. We have that storm chance coming in. Both days feeling like the 100 degrees outside, so it's very hot and humid. Wednesday, 86 degrees, significantly less. You can see, like I talked about, we have that cold front that's passing through early Wednesday morning. We have that scattered thunderstorms out there for our Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, feeling a lot better, clear, comfortable, lots of sunshine though. It's going to feel a whole lot better. You can see our low temperatures. Getting relief overnight is very helpful this time of year. And then Sunday we have those scattered storm chances coming in. And again, that'll be right along a cold front that passes through the area, and then we'll get a lot more relief. So we're getting to be more on average as we enter midweek. We do have those rain chances until Wednesday, but by the end of the week, it's going to be feeling pretty good out there. Lots of sunshine on the way for the weekend ahead. And so I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Monday and the start of their work week. Enjoy the sunshine. We do have those rain chances on the way. And that's all. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.